Now the first step is seeing if I remember how to even start.
Fact.
So I'm going to create campaign, which is not letting me. Oh, there we go. Cosmere role-playing game. I'm just going to make it private. This is the first step solo. What did I say? Solo mode? So what the fuck? Solo edition. That's what they call it. Solo edition. We have a PDF, but either I didn't grab the right book or we don't have it in physical form. Doesn't matter. I'll just make
It's disconcerting to see my leg and it doesn't move and stop appropriately.
That's not your leg, babe.
It's, yeah.
All right. Start.
But yeah, I can hear you on Twitch.
Cool. Use the button in the upper right. Did I use the button in the upper right to make sure any options are set the way I want? They should tell you that before you start one and hit the load screen. I probably should have done this within a week of doing the Introduction to Fantasy Grounds tutorial. Choose data modules to load. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do that. I don't need bridge 9. Oh, and it's really not because you have to do this every time. Brotherwise games. Stormlight handbook, that might be good. Starter rules. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. No, that might be confusing. It might be confusing. I don't need the first step twice. I don't need Stonewalker, I don't need advanced, I don't need scenarios, I don't need bridge 9. I don't know what the GM tools are. Whatever. Okay. Modules activated. Customize the options for this campaign. Ugh, this doesn't matter. This matters when you are GMing. So you need to figure this out, McFall.
What am I figuring out?
I don't know, I already closed it and I already forgot it. Library, modules, first step, solo edition. Here's the book. I don't think I'm gonna need the, what is this? I don't think I'm gonna need chat if I'm playing by myself. How do I make it go away? Window, unlock position, go away. Where's the go away option? Clear? Huh. Shrink? Ah, shrink. So I don't know what this is. Whatever. Here's the book. Modules, assets. Stormlight. What am I looking? The first step solo edition. Hey, there's gonna be an axe hound. Books. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, there it is. Sound sets. Oh, I thought there'd be music. There's no music. Player characters. Add item. Ooh, maybe. That might be. Yep, there's investiture. That might be useful. I can only resize things from the bottom. Oh, and I can't make it any smaller. Player notes, is that yet? That's just notepad. Okay. Campaign. Encounters, endeavors, parcels. Huh. Tables. Ooh. Story. Alright, anyway, let's read the book. Welcome to Roshar, the world of the Stormlight Archive novels and the first campaign setting for the Cosmere RPG. This is an epic fantasy world on the brink of incredible upheaval and change. In the Stormlight setting, players create characters entwined with this world's destiny. Many characters start from humble or mundane beginnings as soldiers, crafters, or ardents. Some are more privileged, coming from the nobility or prestigious scholarly placements. All characters are at the center of an exciting and continuing story, and some may swear oaths to ancient powers, gaining dramatic supernatural abilities and becoming new knights radiant. Hateful powers are rising and heroes are needed on Roshar. The first step is an introductory adventure for the Cosmere RPG that allows you to build a character while learning the rules of the game. As the narrative unfolds, the decisions you make shape your character. If you're a fan of Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archive novels, or a fan of epic fantasy in general, this adventure was designed with you in mind. This adventure takes approximately 2 to 3 hours to complete on average and is meant for playing by yourself without needing a GM to run the game for you. If you want to experience the story with other player characters and a GM, there's a version of this adventure that fully supports group play. From here on, the mechanics and content of the adventure begin. As you're facilitating the game for yourself, avoid reading ahead so you and your character have the same information, and you can make character choices based on that information only. You don't need to be familiar with the Stormlight Archive series to enjoy this adventure, but it assumes you have a basic familiarity with concepts such as Shardplate and High Storms. If you're looking for a primer on the Stormlight Archive, see Welcome to Roshar, a short booklet that introduces the setting, or the Stormlight World Guide for more in-depth introduction to Roshar. I'm rolling. My feet aren't on the ground. I wiggled, and I just started rolling off. The following conventions are used to make playing this adventure easier for you. Text in a box like this describes the scene you are in, sometimes detailing the narrative results of your decisions. Equipment and items are described in the Stormlight Handbook and in Appendix A of this book. When new game terms are introduced, they are formatted as bold and blue. The adventure is divided into 3 parts, and each part starts with a mechanics checkpoint where you instruct the players. No, I'm the player. Come on. How to fill in their character sheets. The mechanics checkpoints look like this. Mechanics checkpoints. Start every. Am I actually supposed to be starting every attribute? Strength, speed? I don't have those. Oh, strength. Speed, intellect, willpower, presence. Strength, speed, intellect, willpower, awareness, and presence at 1. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to do that. Helpful lore, information, or notes are presented in sidebars like this one. It looks an awful lot like the mechanics checkpoint. I guess the mechanics checkpoint has like a brown inlay, and the sidebars have like a gray inlay. Basic information for result. Is my camera? Oh, my camera is blocking shit. Okay. Maybe if I put the chat here, that's about where my camera is. So then don't put shit there. Look at that. I'm smart. I'm the smartest raccoon I know. Alright. Basic information for resolving skill test running endeavors using the plot die and other features of the Cosmere RPG are introduced as they become relevant. Detailed information regarding these mechanics can be found in the Stormlight Handbook. Instructions for navigating the adventure are given in italics. Ooh, Fantasy Grounds has a fancy box. Equipment and items can also be found in the sidebar to the right under Campaign. It's true. Before playing, do the following. Print a character sheet for yourself. You can copy a character sheet from the last page of the Stormlight Handbook or download one, or use this one. Print the tracking sheet. You'll use it to record information. Tracking sheet. What does the tracking sheet look like? Oh. Here. The first step, character tracking. Do I have to do that if I'm alone? Library. Assets? I keep forgetting. The first step. Huh. Where did I get this? Oh, it was player character, make a new character. Parcel table, world quest, story, player, what's this character? Path skills, talent. Story. Are these in alphabetical? What order is this? They are in alphabetical order. Terrible. What am I looking for? Is this the track now? Where the fuck is the tracking sheet? In the appendix. I don't have appendices. Where the fuck? Oh, wait. No. Skills. Abilities. Inventory. Notes? What is it? Fuck me. Tracking sheet. What does it look like for solo? Solo tracking sheet. Yeah, I don't have the first step solo edition character tracking. The fuck would it be? Modules? No, that's the whole tables? No. Book, story, items? No. Solo tracking. Tracking decisions. Tracking sheet prompt. As you make decisions, the text prompts you to record details. What the fuck? I can't print it because our house will catch on fire. God. Maybe I take a screenshot. Yeah, take a screenshot, see? Yeah. And then you save it, see? To your desktop. Solo tracking sheet. Alright. Source. Add a source. Window capture. Add a new source. Screenshot bullshit is the name of this source. The window is snip and sketch. Burp. Super professional. Right. Me sideways. Why won't you? What have I done? What have I done? Ah! 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 Why are you the way that you are? Okay, whatever. Put this over here. And I'm going to just hide it for now. Whatever. Stupid. Here's my, what have I done? What's this? Oh, this is, what is this? Okay, okay. It's not even in the append, it's not even in here. Whatever. Whatever, 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 whatever. Whatever. Obviously, print the other appendices for easy reference. Gather a full set of polyhedral dice, D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, and a D20. Those are all right here. Plus a plot die. I could have sworn this thing had plot die. Oh, right there. Where did it go? Did it do it? Oh, there it is. Boom, bitch. I got nothing. I got nothing on the plot die. Get some paper to journal on and a writing utensil. We're journaling? I'm 15 minutes in, I'm sweating, and I don't know what's happening. Fantasy Grounds. Points 1 through 5 are intended for a physical. Oh, son of a bitch. It's down here. They should have this at the beginning of all this. The tracking sheet can be drawn on, or you can use the text tool. You can access the tracking sheet here. Image tracking sheet. Motherfucker. Oh, but this isn't the solo tracking sheet. What's different? Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 total. I don't know. You can drag the links down to the hotbar below for a quick reference. Hey. What? What's that? Virtual dice can be accessed in the bottom left of the screen, and the character sheet as built can also roll various skills and attacks. If you wish to raise the stakes, click the plot button in the bottom right before making your roll. You can access player notes for journaling. Player notes. There's my journal. Day 1. What the fuck? Love it. Player tracking as you make decisions for their characters. The text prompts you to record details about those decisions. The two types of prompts look like this. Track path agent. Character sheet prompt sheet attribute +1 speed. Okay. The tracking sheet prompt is meant for you, the GM, to record on your tracking sheet. The printable tracking sheet can be found at the end of this book, blah, blah, blah. In the case of those examples, you record the character's agent-related decision on your tracking sheet. You start the adventure with a blank character sheet. You do not need to make any decisions about your character prior to playing. In fact, you won't fill out a single field until the adventure prompts you to do so, not even your character's name. As you make decisions in the adventure and whenever prompted with a character sheet prompt, add the information to your character sheet. Your decisions directly add attributes, skills, equipment, expertises. I lost it. And goals to the character sheet. These character elements are all described as they become relevant. Sometimes a player might have two options. When different options are offered, you choose which option to record. When you're prompted to adjust an attribute, you add or subtract. When you're prompted to adjust a skill, you fill in one of the circles next to the skill's name. You fill in one of the skills. Oh. Spud. Paths in the Cosmere RPG are similar to classes and other role-playing games. They represent what a hero has trained in and what special abilities they have. The Rashar setting has heroic paths and radiant paths, which you can learn more about in Appendix B, which I think I can get to if I hit 2. Nope. Is it Alt 2? Control 2? Shift 2? 2. 2, 2, 2. Alt, Control, Shift, just 2. 2. Tab 2? Or just click on it. Fine, whatever. Alright. Heroic paths at a glance. Agent, envoy, hunter, leader, scholar, warrior. I bet I won't be a warrior. heroic paths and radiant paths, which you can learn more about. Radiant paths align with the 9 available radiant orders. The Order of Bondsmith. Oh, we can't be bondsmiths, babe. I don't know what that is. Your character cannot become radiant at level 1, but by finishing the first step, you're given a suggested radiant path to pursue. It's important to note that from a role-playing perspective, most PCs don't know they are becoming radiants. For example, it often takes characters in the books a long time to discover how their bond with the Spren is changing them. As you make decisions, use the tracking sheet to record possible paths your character might take. Decisions that mark multiple paths can mark up to 3 paths simultaneously. A path can be marked an unlimited number of times. Oh. You don't need to remember how many times you've marked a path as you play. You'll calculate your results at the end of the game, revealing which heroic and radiant paths your character is likely to follow. The Radiant Values and Philosophies table in Appendix B shows each Radiant Order's key ideal, which the First Step Solo Edition uses to reference when you should mark a Radiant path on the tracking sheet. What? Radiant Order's key ideal. Oh, that says key talent. I don't see a key. Oh, wait.
Who are you gonna be?
I don't know. I'm gonna be a hero, bitch. Did you just snort?
A little bit.
Fuck you.
It made me think of the song from Shrek.
Holding out for a hero?
Maybe? All I remember is hero. I need a hero.
I need a hero.
Yeah, that one.
That's what the fairy godmother sings. I'm holding
Right.
out for a hero.
Mm.
Is that Cher? Might be Cher.
I don't know.
You'll also be tracking resources, an abstract representation of things your character might find or lose during the adventure. When your character is successful, the adventure may reward you with a resources increase. When your character fails, you may need to decrease their resources. You always have a minimum of 1 resource, even if a prompt would cause you to reduce your resources to 0. You just have resource? Where the fuck is that? Oh. Toward the end of the adventure, the resources score will help determine the equipment your character receives. Where the fuck are the resources? Skills? Abilities? Inventory? Is it in my tracking sheet? Resources. Start with 1 per character. Resources never go below 0. How do I write in this? Toggle toolbar. Oh. Mode, drawing mode, eraser mode. Where's motherfucking typey mode? Alright, well I have 1 resource. Different story branches offer different prompts, and you might interact more often with attributes and skills than with paths or equipment. Even if you feel like you're lacking some statistics, rest assured that by the end of the adventure, you'll have a complete character. The First Step Solo Edition is set at the end of a period in Roshar known as the Era of Solitude, coinciding with events that take place during the novel Words of Radiance. Which one is that? Doesn't matter. The Alethi are fulfilling the Vengeance Pact on the Shattered Plains, waging a years-long war against the Parshindi. The infamous Assassin in White has reappeared to slaughter more world leaders. So is that the second one? How many have I read? Where's my book? I have a thing. Where's my book journal? Oathbringer. Way of Kings? What am I looking for? Way of Kings is the first one. Where's Words of Radiance? Alright, Way of Kings. Words of Radiance is the second one. A carriage waited, pulled by two mean-looking horses. All horses looked mean with those two knowing eyes and sudden movements. It's one of the quotes that I wrote. So yeah, it's the second one. My review is, I'm not sure how anyone could dislike a Sanderson book. They're delightful. I really want to know what horse hurt him in his past, though. The horse slander was strong in this one. Deep thoughts. So it takes place in the second book. The majority of singers are enslaved and locked in forms without songs, and the few remaining knights radiant are untrained and isolated. This adventure was written with human characters in mind. However, you can play as a singer character with a little adjustment. I'm not going to do that. Safety tools. Skip the shit that you don't like. Remember to take breaks and stay hydrated. Ching! Part 1, Alethi Ambush, focuses on providing scenes to get you rolling dice and making clearly defined choices. These scenes are quick and set the stage. Treat this section as a warm-up to the meatier decisions in parts 2 and 3. Part 2, A Night in the Ravine, encourages you to take more narrative license with how scenes play out. You'll be instructed to journal how your character engages with or resolves a scene. Oh, God. Additionally, this section introduces the Endeavor scene type. Endeavors flexibly combine roleplay and skill tests to determine the outcome and consequences of the character's efforts. Part 3, The Stranger, brings all the rules together and introduces the you. Fuck me. To a combat scene where you can take specific combat actions on your turn to overcome the threat. Introduces the you. Yes, I am going to introduce the me. To get the most out of the First Step Solo Edition, use the journaling prompts to add to the scene. How does your character perform the chosen action? Cheese! I can't drink wine, eat cheese, and read all this out loud.
My bad. I can take it away if you want.
I don't want you to. Where are you going?
I forgot my wine downstairs. I don't think you could hear me downstairs.
No, were you talking?
Yeah, I don't remember what about, but
Probably the
something you
Words of
said.
Radiance.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to figure out what book I was on.
Words of Radiance is the second book. You're on like the fourth or fifth?
I think I'm on the fourth one.
Right, so I think I've just read 3. How does your character perform the chosen action? What unique features do they notice about the item they pick up? What does the world look like through their eyes? How does your character feel about the situation they find themselves in? Find themselves in? Find themselves in? just themselves. Add flavor to the results without changing the outcomes. This will make for a much more engaging solo gaming session. The amount you write is up to you. You decide how much detail to bring to journaling. When the adventure prompts you to journal about an outcome, you can choose to compose full paragraphs with vivid imagery and full dialogue, write a few bullet points, or jot down a quick note. I'm going to do all three. The goal is to create a memorable experience for yourself and have a written record that defines the character you're creating. Specifically framing your journal entries as diegetic? Diegetic?
Know that word?
Diegetic. Occurring within the context of the story and able to be heard by the characters. Are these entries part of a letter your character will send home to loved ones? Is this part of an epic tale that chronicles the humble beginnings of one of Rashar's folk heroes? Are they fragments of memories that one lone soldier remembers from the chaotic day that forever changed their life, for better or for worse? These different points of view illustrate just a few directions you could take your journaling in. Finally, play up the drama! This adventure represents a defining moment in your character's history. Choose options based on how your character would feel, then write about the outcomes. Consider how your decision relates to your character's backstory or foreshadows their future. You're here to play and find out who your character is. If, however, journaling during the adventure does not appeal to you, you're under no obligation to write anything. There are no mechanics tied to journaling, and you can always compose your backstory after you've finished. The pronunciations table lists the pronunciations of names and terms. As with all words in the Cosmere, the Rosharian pronunciations of words varies by region and dialect. If a pronunciation here doesn't match how you or your players say it, that doesn't mean you're wrong. It's far more likely that you simply hail from a different land than the writer of this guide. I hail from the land that I don't say words right. Idolin? I definitely don't pronounce his name Idolin. I always said Adolin. Adolin?
I always said Adolin.
Adolin?
Mm-hmm.
I said Adolin. But this looks like Idolin.
Adolin.
A would be like A-Y-E. A.
Mm.
Eh. You come from the dumb region. Aletha? Alethi. I think that's what I said. Alethi. Alefkar. Batani? Chul? Cosmere? Krem? Dalinar? Fabrial? Hava? I don't even know what Hava is.
It's the dress they wear.
Oh, the hand thing?
Yeah, I think it's the whole dress. A hava.
Yeah, but those are the ones with the hand thing. Herdazian. Hair?
Herdazian. Herdazian. Hair.
Hairdazian.
Herdazian.
That's country. We got right over here to Hairdazians. I always said Herdazian because it's herd. It's the you herd with purred. What is this? Carbrantian. Carbrantian. That's a word that I would just like skim over. Anything that's got more than like 10 letters isn't a word that I even worry about processing when I'm reading. Coke. Colon. Lineal. Huh. Parshindi. Fucking whatever. Your character is part of a caravan owned by Bright Lord Oh, already, now I just don't know how to pronounce his name. Adeline. 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 Adolin. Adeline. Bright Lord Colon. I never said that out loud before. It just sounds like colon. Led by Bright Lady Ralinat. Who's Ralinat?
Where's the name?
Bright Lady Ralinat?
I don't recognize it.
Caravan is headed to a frontier called the Shattered Plains, a war-torn region where the Alethi clash with their enemies, the Listeners. The Listeners, whom the Alethi call Parshindi, are a non-human people who are native to the Shattered Plains. They're pretty humanoid. The adventure begins with a narrative scene that introduces the setting, the caravan, and the situation you find yourself in. After that, you'll be offered 4 choices. Each choice leads to a different scene, branching into stories that help you define how your character reacts to situations, thereby creating a personality and history for your character. Curl up into the fetal position and wet my pants. Is that an option? This section of the adventure is procedural and defined. It introduces how to roll dice for skill tests and some light descriptive roleplay. Hey babe, later do you want to do some light descriptive roleplay? If you feel constrained in part 1, don't worry. You'll have much more freedom in parts 2 and 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the freedom.
Not till parts 2 and 3.
Attack.
Part 1 is just an introduction and to teach you. Get your blank character sheet. Before moving to the first mechanics checkpoint, take some time to explore the character sheet. I'll explore your character sheet, baby. See, now it's gone sideways. Attributes. The 6 attributes are strength, speed, intellect, willpower, awareness, and presence. Attributes are your character's innate characteristics and form the foundation for their physical and mental limits, skills, and more. Your character sheet with an your character start with an attribute score of 1. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of typos in this. And will increase and decrease attribute scores to a maximum of 3 and a minimum of 0 throughout this adventure. The higher the score, the more exceptional a character is in that area. When you need to increase or decrease an attribute score, replace the number in your attribute score box with a modified value. As you play the game, your character will use skills to attempt various tasks. They may make a stealth test to sneak past an enemy, or they might forage in the wilderness with a survival test. There are 18 skills, and the more ranks a character has in a skill, the better they are at tests and abilities that use that skill. Character starts with 0 ranks in all skills and can gain ranks up to a maximum of 2 throughout this adventure. When you need to increase the number of ranks, fill in one of the rank boxes to the right of the skill name. Huh? Click on the button to the right. Huh? Am I an idiot? I'm an idiot. What? Agility. Click on the button to the right of the skills header. Oh, okay. There we go. We got this. We got this. Okay, cool. The box to the left of each skill name is for the skill modifier. The box to the left of each skill name is for the skill modifier. Oh, look, to adjust your skill ranks, make sure to click the edit button first. The box to the left of each skill name is for the skill modifier, which is the sum of the skill's ranks plus its linked attribute. For example, the agility skill modifier is the character's speed attribute score plus their ranks in agility. Oh, right. Okay. When you're ready, begin the first mechanics checkpoint. Start every attribute score at 1. I did that at the beginning because I wasn't sure if it was telling me to do that or not. So I did it. Boom. When the outcome of your character's actions is uncertain, then make a skill test by rolling a 20-sided die. The skill section of chapter 3, blah, 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 blah. Tests follow these steps. A skill is listed, then you roll the die. The specific skill that best applies to the situation is noted in the First Step Solo Edition Adventure. This is followed by a difficulty class, DC, which is the number you must reach or exceed to succeed on the test. The higher the DC, the harder it is to succeed. You then roll 1d20. Add the skill modifier. On your character sheet, find the number in the box to the left of the applicable skill and add it to the d20 roll. Some tests gain bonuses or penalties in certain circumstances. Add any of these to your d20 roll. Add up the d20 roll plus skill modifiers, bonuses, and penalties. If that result equals or exceeds the DC, your character succeeds at the task. In Part 1, the appropriate skills, the skill DCs, and the results of successes and failures are provided for you. When an attribute or skill is increased, your character gains that benefit immediately. You should increase the appropriate ability or skill ranks on the character sheet, then recalculate skill modifiers. Beyond attributes and skills, your character has several areas of expertise, specialized knowledge from personal experience. An expertise could represent intricate knowledge of one kind of weapon, years of learning about an academic subject, or deep familiarity with a given culture. Some expertises are assigned by choices, while others will be defined by the player. For a list of example cultural weapon armor and utility expenses, see Appendix C. You can make a skill roll by clicking the number in the total column of the skill. Or if you want to throw the dice yourself, you can click and drag the same number to pull out the die with the relevant modifiers. Nat 20, motherfucker! Huh. Nat 16, bitch! First roll. First roll of the game, I got a nat 20. Feeling pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It's been weeks since. This is the beginning of the adventure, by the way. It's been weeks since I last saw the wind blades of Kholinar when I joined this caravan and began my travels to the Shattered Plains. My journey has taken me south through Kholinar and along the Thanadal border before continuing east toward the war camps. At the end of another long day, Bright Lady Ralinat, the caravan's noblewoman leader, decides to set up camp in a nearby ravine. Its steep walls promise protection from both bandits and high storms, the tempests that rage across Roshar every few days. Every few days? It's that often? I didn't think it was that often. The chulls, horse-sized crustaceans, make their slow descent into the ravine. As I settle in, the only sounds I hear are the Kholin soldiers' quiet conversation and the soft clicks of dozing chulls. I too am nodding off when a panicked sentry cries, "Bandits!" Startled, I hurry to the center of camp to find spear infantry streaming down the east side of the ravine. These aren't undisciplined bandits. They move with military precision. To the west, arrows whistle toward civilians who clutch their belongings as they run. Many fall, arrow shafts protruding from their backs. Fierce sprints seep from the ground, forming purple pools around the boots of the minuscule colon military contingent guarding the caravan. So who am I? Do I search my gear for something useful? Check on the people who are ambushed by the archers? Grab a weapon and engage the spear infantry? Or run toward the center of camp to find Bright Lady Ralinat? Well, I'm not going to grab a weapon. I should. What would my I don't know anything about my character. I haven't had a chance to build it. I'm just going to have to play as if it's me, but like a cooler version of me. But there is no reality where me grabs a weapon and engages in spear infantry. I'm certain I have nothing useful in my gear. I'm a useless nobody at this point. Do I have any? I don't think I have medical skills. Blood would make me nauseous. I'm gonna have to just go get someone. I have to go get the person in charge. I'm gonna run toward the center of camp to find Bright Lady Ralinat. The center of the camp is in chaos. Soldiers in colon blue. I don't like saying colon. Colon blue uniforms run to the east where the enemies first breach the caravan's defenses. Other non-combatants scramble haphazardly between tents trying to escape. In the commotion, no one questions my presence near Bright Lady Ralinat's command pavilion. Two people, a woman and a man, stand out as they move opposite to the mass exodus. The woman's long white hair marks her as Bright Lady Ralinat. What does this do? Does this show me a picture of her? Yeah, I love that. Thanks. Thanks for that. How do I see it? Images. Images. What's this? Huh. Why is this all I can see? Library assets? Images? Can I search for Ralinat? She is older than I thought she would be. How very ageist of me. The woman's long white hair marks her as Bright Lady Ralinat, her safe hand covered by the left sleeve of her lavender havah dress. The man is her assistant, another Alethi named Zindin. They enter the command pavilion, rummaging around and moving conspiratorially. They're discussing escape. Do I approach quickly and quietly to hear them more clearly? Enter the tent and accuse? Why would I accuse Bright Lady Ralinat of treason? Enter the tent and offer assistance? Wait and follow Bright Lady Ralinat. Oh, here we go. Bright Lady Ralinat is haughty, obstinate, and cunning. Is Ralinat is a tall, stately Alethi human with yellow eyes? She's a light eyes. I didn't realize light eyes meant yellow. I just thought it was like blue. Did you know they had yellow eyes?
I think it's a lot of different eyes.
I only ever heard them say light eyes. didn't hear anybody say anything. I only remember reading light eyes.
Well, yeah, they're all light eyes, but a bunch of different colors fall under that.
Like, I just assumed they were mostly like blue and gray and green. And dark eyes was like brown.
Yeah.
But her eyes are yellow.
I mean, surely not really yellow.
They're yellow in the picture.
Can't see the picture well enough to tell. I mean,
You could
I
say
still can't
hazel,
tell.
but they say yellow.
Well,
Intricately
yellow.
braided. It also says intricately braided, and that's not a very intricate braid. It's just a braid that she then put in a bun.
But you can't see the rest of it in the middle. That's where the intricacy is.
It's a tree.
Yep.
Ralinat is a third Dawn Alethi, making her a person of some importance among the nobility. She inherited nothing from her second Dawn parents, so Ralinat has resolved to make her own luck. She's quick to command anyone beneath her as if they were her personal servants. She never uses her safe hand, and would never use her free hand either if she had anything to say about it. Well, fuck this bitch. Zindan is dutiful, stoic, and rigid. Zindan is an older Alethi human with characteristic tan skin and black hair pulled back in a ponytail. Zindan wears plain, well-made clothing. Being of only the 10th Dawn? 10th Dawn? Pfft. Zindan eschews wearing anything too ostentatious. See, his light purple eyes are the only indication that he is a light eyes. Zindan is Bright Lady Ralinat's personal aide, though she treats him more like an indentured servant. While he may not agree, light purple, I would call that lilac. Do you have lilac eyes, Zindan? Because purple, I feel like, would be dark. I would classify purple as a dark color. That would be, hey! Tara Rose says, this looks like D&D. I was listening, but now you have my attention. What point caught your attention? Yellow eyes? Purple eyes? Lilac eyes? I always forget to pay attention to the chat. His light purple eyes are the only indication that he is a light eyes. Zindan is Bright Lady Ralinat's personal aide, though she treats him more like an indentured servant. While he may not agree with Ralinat's actions, he never contradicts her aloud and carries out her orders to the best of his abilities. Well, I don't think I'm going to offer them assistance. I'm going to approach quickly and quietly to hear them more clearly. Ooh, wait, I have to do something. Track path hunter. Hunter. Me. I'm going to put a 1 right. Oh my god. Oh my god. Does undo? Undo's not a thing, just so everybody knows. Undo's not a thing, but at least I don't. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. 1. This is track path hunter. An ideal truth. Ideals. Truth. Truth Watcher. Isn't that the one that we got? Jerry's in my drawer. You're gonna break my drawer, bitch. I'm assuming I picked both of those. That's not the one where it's either or, is it? I don't know. D1. Eavesdrop. Zindan, collect all the bromes, Bright Lady Ralinat hisses. I will destroy anything that could be used as evidence against me. Yes, Bright Lady, comes the reply. The spheres clink as they are dropped into a bag while something else crackles in a fire. The smell of burning and ash wafts toward you from inside the tent. Ooh, I get a +1 to my stealth skill. So that is not a strength, speed, intelligence. Yeah, so that's down here in skills, stealth. Am I editing? I'm now editing stealth. Boop. All right. Make a DC 10 stealth test. Oh, oh no. Close that. I need to. Oh, I'm supposed to click on the number, I think. Yeah, that's a 19, bitch.
You're rolling good.
Right. I overhear the following. That pompous fool Adeline has really stepped in the creme this time. Ralinet laughs scornfully. Bright Lord Ressi is about to pay Adeline back for the humiliation he suffered at that fop's hands during their last duel. It'll cost Adeline and his self-righteous father this whole storming caravan. Ash's eyes, but I wish I could be there when Adeline learns that his precious caravan was destroyed. But we were so careful, bright lady, Zindon replies with faux seriousness. What a bitch! That's called sarcasm. Faux seriousness. Why use 2 words, 1 word do? We didn't know this ravine was within Thanadel's borders. They laugh grimly at their betrayal before leaving the pavilion, laden with bags and heading northwards. Those bitches. Bright Lady Ralinat has betrayed the Colons. Journal about your thoughts on traitors. Traitors are bitches. Do you plan to expose her oath breaking to the Colons when you arrive at Warcamp? Sell this information to further your own goals? Oh, I'm gonna expose this bitch. But I don't want to be a leader. Does that really make me a leader if I'm a tattletale? Track, path, leader, ideal, truth. Coming in hard on the truths. Sheet, goal. I have a goal. Goals, look at that. Add item. How do I type? Edit? Report Ralinat to the Colons. I don't like saying colon out loud. I'm gonna start calling them the Collins. The Collins, darling.
I actually always pronounce it Colin. So like a 2-part. The Colins.
I'm not going back to the spelling or the pronunciation guide. Alright, so I'm gonna report her to the Colins. It still sounds like colon. I'm gonna say Colin. Colin. I'm not gonna approach and offer my assistance. I'm gonna wait and follow her at a distance. That makes me a hunter. 2 points to hunter. Attribute +1 to speed or intellect. Ah. like to think that I'm a pretty smart guy. Maybe I'll go up to a 2 in intellect. Maybe I will. You wait until I wait. I wait. What does this do? Oh, neat. It just poops it out there for everybody to see. I wait until Bright Lady Ralinat and Zindin are focused on escaping before I tail them from a distance. The pair weaves between the tents, following a circuitous? Circuitous? I think that's right. Is that how you say it? Circuitous? Circuitous path to the northern edge of the ravine. While a more direct path would be quicker, they avoid the most congested areas of the camp. Even when they come across skirmishes, the attacking soldiers avoid engaging with the Bright Lady and her retainer, letting them pass unaccosted. Something about this whole situation stinks. Journal about why you think something is not right. What gives you that feeling? She said it. She's a lying, stinking hoe bag. Look at how them enemies don't attack her. Good thing I'm so sneaky. They don't attack me either. I'm a good journaler. Do you follow as carefully as you can, darting from cover to cover and avoiding confrontation? They ask it like it's an, oh, here's number 2. Try to figure out where they plan to relieve the ravine and then find your own way there. Decide to abandon the hunt and aid the injured civilians. I don't know how far to go. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Do you follow as carefully as you can, darting from cover to cover and avoiding confrontation? Try to figure out where they plan to leave the ravine and then find your own way there. I'll just follow her. Decide to abandon the hunt and aid the injured civilians. But that's a second 2. That's what I don't understand. Do you follow carefully as you can? That's 1. 2, try to figure out where they plan to leave the ravine and find your own way there. But then there's another 2. Decide to abandon the hunt and aid the injured civilian. Why would I? And then there's another 1. Well, this is a different header. So I think this should be 1, 2, and 3. But I don't know, why are we? It doesn't sound like it's a hunt. I don't know. I'm going to follow as carefully as I can, darting from cover to cover and avoiding confrontation. Because that's basically what I said. I was like, oh, look how they're not attacking me. All right. So I'm going to do path agent, secret agent, man. Man, I'm hard on the truth. Oh, wait, there's 2 ideals. Do I put both ideals? Oh, fuck. I need to go back and see. It might be, maybe I can pull it up over in the PDF. Where it talks about adventure conventions, describe the scene, tracking, attributes, skills. Sometimes you might have 2 options, willpower or presence. So this doesn't say or. I don't know, maybe I should go back. I don't know how to go back. That's not helpful. Sorry. Tracking decisions. Okay, yeah, see it says willpower or present. Okay, so it doesn't say or, it just lists them both, so I think I get both of them. So I get secrecy. Secrets. Look, it's lining up. I swear my second one was Lightweaver, wasn't it? When we did the quiz? You don't remember. I think my second one was Lightweaver. Path agent, ideal truth, ideal secrecy. I get a +1 to stealth. And now it's a DC 10 stealth test. That's a 16. I'm the sneakiest snake in the world. I follow Bright Lady Ralinat and Zindan to the edge of the camp, where Ralinat gives a signal to a group of enemy soldiers. They gather around her and move her out of the fighting area beyond my reach. I get resources +1. I don't remember where I saw that. Did I ever actually see that somewhere? Oh yeah, I did. It's down here. Resources +1. Alright, so I don't do that. I don't do that. Bright Lady Ralinat was acting suspiciously. Do I investigate her actions for the Collins when you're Collins? When you arrive at the Shattered Plains? Or do I sell it to further your own goals? I don't have any goals at this point. I'm a husk, an empty shell of a person. But I also don't want to investigate on behalf of someone else. Ugh. Fine, I'll investigate. Trying to sell it sounds a lot harder. That's what makes me a leader. What's the easiest thing possible? Path leader, ideal truth. Coming in hard on these truths, man. Sheet. I have a +1 to leadership. Goal, investigate Ralinat's actions. Investigate Ralinat's actions. Well, that's an old, big old 1 check mark there. That's a big old 1 check mark there. Every player should have completed a scene, and you can proceed to part 2. Oh, I get another resource. Okay. I recommend using the PDF over the shit they put in. I don't know. I haven't gone through the PDF. Maybe I go through the PDF and I pick the opposite of what my personality suggests. I make a second character, and then I see what the difference is. Not right now. But I think the PDF is going to be a little better format. The clicking on the different like links to jump ahead, like that's kind of nice, but I feel like there's shit that's fucked up. Colin. Should proceed to part 2. This scene introduces more narrative role-playing aspects to the game. No attribute can be raised above 3 at character creation. I have 112111. We're good. You should add points to attributes until they have a total of 9. Your character will have a total of 12 points. What, am I supposed to do that right now? See, I don't care for this. What does that mean? So part 1 choice fine. Engage in part 1 choice. Part 2, a night in the ravine. No attribute can be. You should add points to attributes until they have a total of 9. Okay, so you add points to attributes until they have a total of 9. And these are my attributes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get to add 2. I can't remember what these are. Strength, speed, intellect, will. Fuck. That's not helpful. What is... I can't remember what they stand for. Oh, you hover. Strength, speed, intellect, willpower, awareness. I probably shouldn't get any points in awareness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get 2. I get to add 2. I want to be speedier. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so I get 1 more. Awareness or presence? I don't think I'm going to have presence. Speed, intellect, willpower. I'm going to do awareness. Pretend I took my Adderall that day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. When you're ready to begin, read the following. Despite the initial shock of the ambush, the soldiers of House Kalen are well trained. The remaining troops form a tight line, recollecting themselves and surging forward like a storm wall, crashing into the ambushers. Can I get you to get me more wine? Matthew? 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 Matthew, have you muted me? Hello? Matthew?
Yes,
You're so not listening to me anymore.
I'm also watching
You're what?
other stuff.
You bitch. Well, go get me more wine. I asked you nicely before. Please.
At least you started off nice.
I did. I also have been having what I thought was a semi conversation with you.
Noted.
I thought you were watching. You were watching TV and ignoring me. Reorganized and reinvigorated, the tide of battle shifts in favor of the blue-clad Colon troops, and their enemies waver. Cheers go up among the Colon caravan soldiers, their spirits buoyed as they mount a defense. Thank you. Journal about your response as the tide of battle turns. I guess bright lady? Bright lady butthole. What's her name? What? There's no. It just says preview. Who is this? Who is this? Whatever. Bright lady butthole was wrong about them sucking. I don't know people's name. Oh, House Cullen. Here we go. House Cullen kicks ass. Choose 2 of the following options and roll their tests. Journal about your successes or failures. Describe how your decisions and your actions impact the caravan and the people around you. For every success, record resources +1. Alright, so I'm not gonna thank you. I'm not gonna be saying inspiring words to the troops. Not gonna be saying thank you to this bitch who wouldn't listen to me. Not only not listening, but actively not hearing me say Matthew like 7 times.
All right, you have my undivided attention. Let's do
Oh.
this. Come on, what are you doing? Get to it.
You don't get to heckle me.
Make a decision.
I'm not. You don't even know
You're
what I'm.
my primary source of entertainment now.
Asshole. I'm not making a decision. I'm reviewing 6 options and choosing 2 of them. And then I have to journal about my successes or failures. Am I going to say inspiring words to the troops? No. Am I going to take the injured to cover for safety? Maybe. Am I going to
That sounds like
loot
a good one.
Am I going to loot the fallen attackers for valuables?
Also a
Maybe.
good one.
Rally troops and push forward to break the spirit of the attackers?
Sounds
No.
dangerous.
Step in the way of an attacker trying to skewer a Colin caravan
Colon.
soldier? No, I'm not going to
Colon
do
soldier.
that. They're a soldier. I'm not. Check fallen enemies to make sure they aren't preparing a trap. I could do that one. I could do,
This also sounds dangerous. Let's just loot some dudes.
but I have to pick 2. I'm going to loot them while checking to make sure they aren't preparing a trap. 2 for
That's a
1.
good plan. Love that.
2 for 1. So loot the fallen attackers for valuables. I have to make a DC 12 thievery test.
You got this. No big deal.
Thievery. I do have a +2 to my thievery.
You do?
Yeah.
That was a statement, not a question.
Then why did you? I am Ron Burgundy? Loot. So what am I doing? I'm looting the fallen attackers for valuables. 50, that's a
Good roll.
17. They're looted. these fallen attackers have some nice valuables on them. Huzzah to me. That's another agent. The fallen attacker agent. Ideal is potential.
Mm.
I can't draw straight lines. That's what I've learned. Not with a mouse. Alright, and the other thing
That's
I'm going
fair.
to do, while I'm looting their bodies, I'm going to check to make sure they aren't preparing a trap. That's a DC 12 insight
Self.
check.
Okay.
Huh?
I thought I was reading self mastery. I was like, what the hell is
Oh,
that?
that's the ideal I might get if I succeed.
You have to have insight to tell if the fallen enemies are
Yeah,
okay.
that or lore, you know. Where's it? Insight? Because that falls under awareness.
Mm.
What else falls under
I mean,
perception? And
perception.
perception would make more sense.
I think perception would make a lot more sense, but
I have a +2 in both, so I guess that we're gonna roll on perception, and I'm gonna fail it because I.
yeah.
Oh God.
we're we're fucking with the game. They're like, all
That's
right,
true.
fuck you,
That's true.
fuck you.
That was a perception. I'm sorry, I rolled wrong. I rolled perception. I didn't roll on insight. Let me roll on insight.
All right, let's see it. Game is still pissed.
I failed. I failed twice. It was like it was a little more. It forgave me a little.
A little.
Oh, but so for every success, I get one resource.
Okay.
So, but because I have to describe how your decisions and your actions impact the caravan and the people around you. Man, I really can't tell if these guys are dead or just faking it. Oh shit, that one just jumped up and tried to stab a dude. Glad he missed. I should stick to looting. There.
I mean, he
Journals.
would have done that regardless. Did you see that other one? He actually did stab that guy.
No, he didn't. You're not here. This is solo. You only see what I.
I'm your sprint. I'm there. You just don't see me yet.
You're a shitty spread.
Obviously.
Above the din, a wordless battle cry. So just rings across the
Adrian.
chasm. All eyes turn to see an imposing figure clad in black armor standing at the ravine's southern end. A wicked blade coalesces from thin air in their hand, and the ground around their feet bubbles with anger spren. They bellow once more, launching themselves through the air. I swoon. They're
I run away.
hulking. What?
I said, I run away.
Their hulking form blots out what remains of the daylight. It's daylight? I thought it was nighttime this whole time. I don't know why. I guess it's evening. As they land amid the remaining colon
Colin.
colon doesn't sound any better.
Colin.
It doesn't sound better. It just sounds like you're saying colon weird.
No, it's Colin.
Well, it's not. They're both
Not like
bad.
colon.
You understand that the part that co is not the part that you're changing.
It's Colin.
Yeah, just like a cobalt.
Yeah,
Mm,
not a colon. We don't have time for this conversation. There is a hulking form blotting out what
Yes,
remains of the daylight.
sexy hulking form blotting out what remains of the daylight, scattering them like cremlings before a chasm fiend. The warrior stalks forward with supreme confidence, their blade passing effortlessly through. Oh, he's a bad guy. Through bodies.
Obviously.
Why is he obviously a bad guy? He could have been on our side and he just showed up to help us. That's what I thought.
No, he's literally backlit in black armor attacking
Black
y'all.
armor doesn't automatically mean you're the bad guy.
I mean, it kind of seems like it.
The shard bearer is vengeful, rage-filled, and imposing. A physically imposing figure due to his full set of shards. This man is wearing black shard plate. Most shard bearers are battle-tested, light-eyed warriors of rank with all the privileges that rank affords. Some use their own shards, while others borrow plate and blade from their high prince. This particular shard bearer seems to let his emotions rule his actions and violence guide his hand. Journal about how seeing this giant warrior for the first time makes you feel.
Like something has awakened in me. A
Maybe
fire
I'm
deep.
into bad boys. Oh no.
Oh my
But
stars.
also, better hide. Do you run for cover given the shift in battle? Yes. Knock an arrow to launch an attack despite the odds? No.
You're not gonna hurt him.
Try to identify. No, I'm not gonna hurt him.
But I mean, you could identify who he is. Brown chicken, brown cow.
I don't understand. Oh, try to identify and make a DC 15 lore test.
Mm.
Maybe I do. Be like, I can fix him. I can change him, Mom. Don't worry. That's another knock in the agent belt. Path agent, path scholar. First time in a scholar belt. Yes, these are definitely scholarly thoughts. Ideal truth. Holla holla. Oh man, I'm in step 2. Ah, fucking whatever. I was gonna do, because the PDF has like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 sort of
Right.
thing. And this doesn't. Anyway. Path scholar, ideal truth. Make a DC 15 lore test. This feels unlikely.
You got this.
Nope. No, I don't.
Oh my goodness.
He's
Is
got a.
that the most eligible bachelor in Colin?
All I can see is that dick.
Where was the scratch in his armor?
Alright. Failure. Those shard bearers are rare and storied. You're not certain who this is. Oh shit, there were 2 more choices.
Uh-oh. What
Oh,
are
I'm not
those?
going to attend to the wounded or call out for the remaining caravan soldiers to form
You
on
really
you.
only had like it was run for
Run
cover
for
or
cover
the
or
other.
identify, yeah. Journal about why you take these actions given the dire situation you are in. Okay.
Hoping for some
Who
D.
is this man? Mama, I can fix him. I swear. But also no fucking clue who that is. Black shard plate is. trying to think of like any fire. I'll say fire. I heard Wade say no cap multiple times. I also heard him say that this biome is bussin'. No, he said this is a bussin' biome.
So that's good.
Yes, bussin' is good. But his friend called him cringe for saying bussin'.
Mm.
Before you can do anything else, the armored warrior leaps once again, shard blade pointed skyward, their shard plate propelling them towards their destination. A rough-hewn wall built atop the cliff at the northern edge of the canyon. They slash downward in a vicious arc, cutting through the wooden wall with a single stroke. A low rumble quickly becomes a cacophony as huge stones crash into the gorge. Run! Someone yells. Without mercy, rocks pulverize the caravan's last defenders. Painspren erupt from the ground, latching onto any Colin.
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 It still sounds like colon.
No, it's Colin.
Caravan soldiers who didn't perish in the brutal trap. Was that a brutal trap? Do you drag a...
It was brutal.
But was it a trap? I mean, I guess the whole... Okay, so the whole thing was a trap. Not him specifically. This whole experience was a trap.
Yeah, there you go.
Drag a fallen merchant out of harm's way. Focus
No.
on escaping, despite the many injured people around you.
Yes.
Sacrifice your own safety to cover a wounded soldier who's about to get trampled in the chaos. Is he hot? Call out to the panicked survivors and lead them to safety. I might do that.
I'm focusing on escaping.
This isn't you, though. This is a slightly better version of me. I'm going to call out because I've gotten pretty good at sneaking. I've discovered that in myself and finding true paths. I'm going to lead panicked survivors to safety.
You went from all hot and bothered to, oh, follow me.
Yeah, we're going straight to that guy. He can protect us.
Mm.
Journal about how you feel watching others suffer. Watching others suffer is unpleasant. I want to go home.
Be nice if that black shard plate would hold me.
Yeah, I need a strong man. With the trap sprung to deadly effect and the caravan boxed in, neither the enemy shard-bearer nor their troops stay to witness the attack's aftermath, callously abandoning any survivors to their fate. Never leave survivors. Even our administration knows that.
But
Oh, we're all going to hell. Only faint moans and fretful clicks are heard now. Okay, see? That's what I care about. We have to save the Chols. And any people who happen to come with them. A stark contrast to the recent tumult of combat. Most of the small K soldier contingent guarding the caravan are dead, as are
Colin.
many. Suck it. They're the Ks. The
They're the
Ks.
Colins.
As are many of the civilian travelers. Survive the night. After your character reacts to the mysterious Shardbearer's exit, read the following. After your character reacts. Dude was hot, though. Probably. He was tall, anyway.
Probably.
I don't think it can make you taller.
It actually is always the same size. It just adapts to fit the person wearing it on the inside.
So it's like a Japanese.
What you're trying to say?
The Japanese robots that you climb inside.
A little more Iron Man.
But Iron Man's a, well, yeah, I suppose. Left for Dead, I must last through the night. The few survivors eye each other warily, and there is open. Why would everyone go their separate ways? We will certainly die if we all go separate ways.
Where is this?
Survive the night? I must
Actually,
rally the survivors, tend to the wounded, and re-establish the camp if I don't want what remains of this caravan to fall apart. The next scene is an endeavor, a scene type described in Chapter 12 of the Stormlight Handbook. An endeavor allows your character to work toward a defined objective while combining roleplay and skill tests to determine the outcome. Here you have the opportunity to test the abilities your character has gained so far to come up with solutions in line with their strengths and interests. I haven't developed any useful skills. I have agility, crafting, deduction, insight, leadership, somehow, light weaponry, lore. My
you're
biggest
badass at stealth.
my biggest skill right now is stealth.
And oh, I thought there was
Everything.
another one.
No. I have 1 4 and a bunch of 2s. That's it.
There you go. You're a jack of all trades and stealthy.
I'm a stealthy jack of all trades. I can kind of do a lot of stuff, but you'll never see it happen.
You'll never see me fail.
You'll never see me do anything. In an endeavor, your character makes a series of skill tests and must accumulate successes faster than failures. For this scene, they must achieve 4 successes before 3 failures. If they do, they succeed. Otherwise, they fail. For the first step solo edition, you will complete the endeavor by choosing several approaches from those listed, or take a unique approach. I will not take a unique approach. I will take several from those listed. If you want to do something similar to the approaches described in Fighting for Survival, but not exactly the same, you can do so. You can use the suggested skill and make a DC 12 test and mark the suggested ideal and path. If you want to take an approach that's not on the list, see other approaches. For each success, journal how your actions contribute toward accomplishing the goal and mark a success on the tracking sheet in the Survive the Night Endeavor tracking. I'm zooming. I was trying to scroll and instead I zoomed. Why can't I see the rest of it? Is it?
You kind of see it.
Oh, I'm gonna vomit. For each failure, journal how you falter or make the situation worse and mark a failure on the tracking sheet. How do you contribute to rallying the survivors and preparing for a night in the ravine? Rally the survivors? You could try to take control of the situation. No. Scavenging supplies?
Your
Maybe.
stealth doesn't seem overly helpful. Maybe in the scouting? Scout for enemies?
Scavenging for supplies. I could do that.
No, screw.
I know.
Right there. Ah, stealth!
I see. Well, no, this is you add. It's a DC 12. Oh, I see. Stealth in here. Scavenging supplies, scouting for enemies, other approaches. If you want to approach an endeavor in a way that's not easily mapped. Okay. So I have to do 4 of these. Organize and order survivors to help, convince them to help, force them to help. Scattered among the dead are supplies for arming civilians, securing the camp, or simply surviving. Determine. I don't know anything about weapons. Find food and water. I could maybe do that. Build shelter. Oh, I forgot there was cheese over here. I touched it in a weird way and it felt weird and I didn't know what it was. I like those two. Alright, but the first thing we need to do...
Gotta make sure there aren't enemies about.
Yeah, I'm gonna scout for enemies. I'm not good at climbing ravine walls. I did recently get LASIK. Alright, so I'm gonna sneak carefully to avoid being detected while scouting. I get this even if I fail, I think. Ugh. That's another tick to the old agent. Look at secrecy. Secrecy, yep. I like secrecy and truth. I like my truths, but I don't want to talk about them. Alright.
Hello, Shalon.
Yeah, basically. Sneak carefully to avoid being detected. DC 12 stealth. Let's fucking go. 13.
I think you made it.
I did. I'm creeping around looking for the bad guys. Don't want to die tonight or tomorrow for that matter. Alright, now there's no one close by. I'm in a good position. I'm going to use my keen vision to spy on approaching enemies. That's the Hunter. Hey, look, I already have 2 checks in Hunter. I have no memory of getting checks in Hunter.
Well, they didn't see you because you were sneaky, sneaky.
I'm so sneaky. Look, first mark in Justice. DC 12 Perception. I am the Knight.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you made that one.
91. 61. I can see forever. I don't know for sure if someone's coming. But I don't know if people are coming.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, so did you? Did you not? I don't understand.
Yeah, I think this one is more about feeling out the vibes of the characters rather than worrying too much about the plot.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's very like, this is gonna happen regardless of what you roll. Like, just don't worry about it. But what do you want to do? So I'm definitely, if we're about to get ambushed, I saw it coming, and instead I decided that I would scavenge. To be fair, this could have happened in any order. Maybe I'm sneaking and keeping an eye out while I'm looking for food and water and building shelter. It's all happening at the same time. That's what's up. Find food and water in the barren chasm. Track.
DC 12 survival.
Did I get Marcus? Oh, I'm supposed to be marking successes. I'm 2 for 2,
You've had 2
bitches.
for 2.
Where is that? That's down here. Ugh.
The very bottom.
How to? Ugh.
One, two. Got a color within the lines. It's gonna have trouble scanning it.
You can suck my dick.
Couldn't hear you.
Suck my dick. Suck my dick.
I heard you that time.
Oh yeah. Find food. So that was. Did I mark Hunter? already?
I remember you marking justice.
That was hours ago.
Oh, wasn't it? Was just a few seconds ago.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. Go down.
No, because right now I'm finding food and water. That's hunter and self-mastery. That's not
Not
justice.
literally right now.
You
But a few
said a
minutes ago.
few seconds ago.
Yeah, I got no
I'm
proof.
I'm I'm talking about right now for finding food and water. Did I mark hunter?
No, I don't think so.
But at some point I said, "Oh, look, there's 3 for hunter." I don't remember ever. Oh, because that was down here. My keen vision. That was when I marked
And the
hunter.
justice. See.
Oh, fuck my life. Okay. Hunter, ideal self-mastery.
Ooh.
All right, DC 12 survival.
Da, 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 da. Ooh.
Yes, I found. Wait, shit. Am I supposed to be marking free success journal? I have to mark success on the tracking sheet. No, so I'm not getting um resources.
All right. Only need how many more?
One more.
Why did they give you so many success slots?
I don't know.
Maybe with more players.
Yeah, fair, because maybe it's not that all potentially 6 players have to get 4 successes. All right, so now we're going to build a shelter. We've got food. We've got water. I'm watching. I'm sneaking.
You've identified where the enemies are.
Potentially. I got
You
food.
know where they are.
I got water. I'm sneaking. I'm watching. Now let's build a shelter.
2 sticks together fall down. That one.
It's another tick. Oh God. Oh God. Now I'm trying to. Ah. Oh, fuck my life. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, why you drew 3 lines? You could have just stopped.
No, I, I clicked. And I tried to click to end it, but clicking to end it just made another point, and then it kept going. You have to click and drag to end it.
Too many vertices.
All right, path leader. Entirely too many leader tick marks for the record.
I'm aware. I'm like, what? You're leadering?
No, I'm more hunting and agenting.
One more tick and leader, and you'll be leadering.
Shut your mouth. Tenacity. I'm getting tenacity, babe.
There we go.
DC 12 crafting. I think I said I had 2 in crafting.
You did say that. Dun, 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 dun. 2 sticks. Click.
Oh no!
It's
Turns
all right.
out I am
Maybe you
shit
just
at
go do
building.
that other thing. We got this. Did you
Alright,
see that?
maybe
She tried to like just lean sticks against the wall.
I can assess those whose wounds aren't merely physical. Tell me how that made you feel when the shard bearer sliced your arm and now your arm is dead but still attached to your body and just floppy. Like, where do we even go from here? You just forever have a floppy arm? Do we have to surgically remove your floppy arm? Is it going to start rotting?
It just lost its soul, not its.
But they can't use it anymore.
because your
So
soul
it's
isn't connected
so
to it.
it's so it's just a flop. It's just gonna flop forever.
Yeah, you can't command it, but it still has blood flowing through it.
So how does that make you feel?
Terrible.
Okay. All
Because
right.
that
Look,
was my because that was my strong arm.
I always carefully assess those whose wounds aren't merely physical. All right. Path of the Envoy, whatever that is. Ideal secrecy. That's right.
Da, 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 da. You are a agent,
DC 12,
a
insight.
hunter, secrety.
Oh no. Nope.
Okay, you might have got it.
I didn't. That was an 8.
Oh, oh no, that's 2 failures.
That's 2 failures. I can only have 3.
I know. You're what? You're in.
Oh
This is it.
god.
This is it.
What am I good at? What am I good at? What can
You
I
only got a
do?
plus. You only got a whole bunch of +2s left. Agility? Is there an agility one?
Leadership, persuasion, intimidation. Wait, I feel like leadership was pretty good. No, it's still
Yeah,
just
but do
2.
you really want another tick in leadership?
I don't want to die, McFall. Leadership.
What about thievery? Is there a way thievery can
Persuasion.
help us in
I
this moment?
doubt thievery can help us in this moment. Medicine, discipline, athletics? I don't think I have athletics. No,
Seems
athletics
unlikely.
is bad. I've done crafting, I've done
Discipline is
survival.
bad.
Light weaponry, I think I had
You do. You have light weaponry.
+2. Maybe I can. Okay. Okay, I can pick around.
You were good at finding food and water. Maybe you can find
Yeah.
some weapons.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell if a spear is broken or not. Like,
Maybe you got to pick it out of all the detritus, though.
I can see a spear. Oh, surely, okay, I can recognize a spear. That's not the hard
I don't
part.
know. Maybe you can. Let's see.
It doesn't say find a spear in the mud. It says determine what is still usable.
Yeah, but can you pick one out that's still usable?
I think
Did you
so.
see that? She picked out the one that had a crack in it.
I can do that more than I can climb a ravine and act as a sentry. I'm just watching. I have good eyes, weak arms.
I've got a big brain and little arms.
What about my discipline? No, discipline's no
Nope.
good.
Already looked at it.
Insight?
Intimidation?
I could do. No, I already did that one. Fuck. Medicine? I
You're
don't
decent
want to
at
try
medicine.
medical. I would just vomit on somebody. Okay, this is what we have to do. We have to check
All right. You
weapons.
can tell if a spear is a
I got
spear.
this. I got this. If the pointy bit has fallen off, it's no good.
Also, if there's a crack in the shaft.
Yes, obviously. If the
Hmm.
bit that ties the bit onto the other bit has come loose. Right out.
Perfect. All right, let's see it.
All right. This is a what the fuck am I doing? DC
Light weaponry.
12 light weaponry.
A 10 plus
Yes!
2. 12!
Yes! Thank
Also found some
God that
spears.
spear was as adequate as.
Adequate?
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to spell it. It's adequate, right?
Yeah.
I thought it might
All
be. All
right, I'm
right.
excited to see the result of this successful endeavor.
All right, I did it.
You
4
did.
successes. All right. Raising. Oh, if you ever have 3 successes or 2 failures, raising the stakes reflects the risk, tension, and plot significance of a test and involves opportunities, complications, and the plot die.
You had that opportunity.
I'm gonna do it now. I can do it my last roll. I'm gonna roll the plot die. I thought this said daddy. I was like, I'm gonna roll the daddy die.
The daddy die.
Ooh, baby. Okay. Note that you can use various matching number with the symbol in the image. The symbols mean the following. Okay, whatever. I have a plot die. Put it. Okay. What does that mean? Oh, nothing. Okay.
It's blank.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
No symbol. The plot die has no effect. Fine. After each part of the endeavor is resolved and recorded on the tracking sheet, return to running the endeavor and pick your next approach. You will attempt several approaches in order to complete the endeavor. I did them all. You can you can attempt a failed approach multiple times? Why wasn't this at the top? What? You must reach 4 successes before 3 failures
You
to
succeeded.
succeed on the endeavor. I know I did, but I didn't have to try and pick out fucking spears. I've got warrior on my checklist now.
Shame.
I could have just tried harder to build a tent.
You could have.
You shouldn't just give up the first time you fail. Life lessons. Your character survives the night. I wake up with renewed hope. I begin part 3 with the determined condition, and I can choose one expertise from the list in Appendix C. Oh, and I get another resource. Tink. When you fail a test while determined, you can add an opportunity to the result. After you choose to do so, remove the determined condition. Where's that? Determined.
That's a status?
It's a condition.
Abilities.
Physical, cognitive, health, damage, deflect, recovery dice, ability, inventory, notes.
Nah, I don't see anything that makes me think it's...
Add a condition.
Yeah, I don't see
Maybe
anything.
No, it's determined condition. It's gotta be here.
What about that? Oh no, that's on your weapons.
All I can do is slap people right now.
What?
Abilities, talents.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Notes, connections.
That doesn't make any sense either. You don't have a name!
They told me not to name myself.
Oh, all right.
Was this drag or click for recovery die? What does that do?
It heals you.
Hey, I feel better already.
What if you clicked on health?
Why would I click on health? What is this? Investiture on? Ooh. I also don't see health. Damage? Damage taken.
Deflection. Max health 6. What about the little cog in the top right next to ancestry?
It's just
Nope.
your ancestry.
I don't know. What are all the buttons in the top left?
Speak as. Find token.
Nope. Nope. I'm not seeing anything.
Well, I'm just gonna write it. I'm just gonna write it in my.
Never gonna see that again.
Where else am I supposed to put it? Notes. Determined. When you fail a test, you can add, and I don't even know what adding an opportunity means. Opportunity to
Yeah,
the result.
if you had rolled a certain thing, you could have done it on the plot die.
Do so, remove the determined condition. Okay. Got it. Get it, got it, would it, but it. Oh, and I get an expertise. Your character survives. You begin part 3 with the determined condition. Choose one expertise from the list in Appendix C. Cultural expertise? A militaristic kingdom that glorifies conquest. What? This isn't animal. Oh, uh-oh. Is this? Ah, shit. I lost my place. I lost my place. Survive the night. Resolving the endeavor. So it says, okay. A militaristic kingdom that glorifies conquest, hierarchy, and competition? No. A sprawling empire known for bureaucracy, logistics, and intricate codes of law? No. A coastal nation of prolific agriculturists who value family and community? Maybe. A nation of people who believe their ancestors were travelers from other worlds? And why not? A sheltered city, shitty state. Is your, is that headsets up here? Hello, hello. Sorry. A sheltered city-state home to the world's greatest library and hospitals. I'm not gonna be a listener. You build expertise. An archipelago of island nations with a diverse array of cultures, the remnants of once mighty civilizations, high storms, a maritime kingdom known for merchant settlers and technological innovation, clans of people who live near remote alpine hot springs and river Spren. No, I'm not nice enough to the Spren. The Spren being Matthew right now. Kingdom where tradition and religion shape modern political intrigue. Ugh, that's too close to home. I want to be a wayfarer. I could just be good with horses. Animal care, armor crafting, breastplate. I know my way around a breastplate. Culinary arts, engineering, equipment crafting, high society. Hmm. Visual arts. Abilities, expertises. What does this do? Oh, I have to just type it? One expertise. It really does. You just want me to just fucking just write down visual arts. That's it? Visual arts, utility. That's just expertises. I mean, I don't. Um, I'm gonna go with wayfarer. I'm a traveler. Look at this guy. Fucking. He's actually not that. He just. blonde. Ugh. What was the question? I'm gonna go with Wayfarer. Final answer. Alright. Wayfarer. A perpetual. Yeah, I just have to type traveler, familiar with the risks and modes. What does this get me? Of long distance transportation. Save. Enter. Nope. I don't. If I close it, is it? Hey. Is it? If I click on this. Hey, look at that. Okay. Cool. As the caravan gathers in the morning, you ready yourself to face a new day on the shattered plains. Hey, look, day 2. Good thing my wayfarer ways helped us get through that ordeal, eh? Good night, fam. Okay. Day 2. In the Cosmere RPG, characters choose up to 2 cultures that represent the society or societies in which they were raised or have spent time. If you're familiar with Rashard, you can choose one of your character's cultures now, which they gain as an expertise. Oh, what the fuck? Otherwise, pick an item from the cultural items table, gaining the associated culture as an expertise. Otherwise, pick an item from the cultural items table, gaining the associated. For more information about these, is this not what I just did? Sheet, expertise, chosen culture. All characters then find an item from their culture among their belongings. If the character gained a culture from a previous event, the player can choose an associated item from either culture. Sheet, expertise, chosen culture. Well, I picked gain a culture. The player can choose an associated item from either culture. So I get 2 cultures? I don't understand. If the character gained a culture from a previous event, so I gained a culture, do I get... bedroll? Really? I get a bedroll? Well, they get a goose feather. It's fine. I just want to be a wayfarer. So then in my equipment, I get to add bedroll. What do you mean location? My pack. Weight. I don't know how much a bedroll weighs. Give your character a name and describe their general appearance. If you're having difficulty coming up with a name or description for your character, they can take a look at the list in the culture section in Chapter 2 of the Stormlight Handbook.
What I miss? Recap.
Me being confused as hell. I've decided I'm a wayfarer.
Why?
I don't know. Because I had to
What
pick
does that
between
even
this.
mean?
Oh,
Go to Wayfair.
why are you panting? Because you had to walk up the stairs?
Shut your mouth.
Okay, so I got to the end, and it says, as we did the determine condition, I typed it out, and it says you can choose one expertise from the list in Appendix C.
Yeah, okay.
Did I add anything to my resources? I don't know. I get
I
5
remember you
resources.
saying you got to do resources, so feels like you saw it. Now whether or not you actually clicked it, who knows?
I don't know. But so I went to the expertise thing, and on the expertise, it doesn't say. It lists the description of these different cultures. And I was like, well, I'm not militaristic. I don't want to deal with bureaucracy. I mean, agriculture, family, and community, maybe. Travelers from other worlds, I don't know, maybe. Library and hospitals, that could be cool. But I don't want to deal with hospitals, and I haven't proven to be very
What's
smart.
under other expertise?
Vague shit, animal care,
Oh,
short bow, visual arts.
perfect.
I almost put visual arts, but
Are
then
you a underworld stealthy sneaky sneak? Nah, you're a hunter agenty. Wayfarer makes sense.
yeah,
I agree.
so I went with Wayfarer, perpetual travel, familiar with the risk and modes of long distance transportation. I was like, whew, I'm glad I made it. I have all these useful skills for surviving in confusing and new environments, whatever. And so I did that, and then I went to the next page. And then it starts talking about cultures. And it says you can choose up to 2 cultures that represent the society in which they were raised. And then, if you're familiar, you can choose your cultures now, which you gain as an expertise. And I was like, but I just did that. I was like, so did I get a second one? I don't want to do a second one. I already, it's fine. I'm just a wayfarer. So I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna take the cultural item in my inventory. And I came down, and it's a bedroll. So I have a bedroll. But I mean, the
You
Unkalakis
comfy.
get a goose feather. So
You
like,
you comfy.
I'm gonna take my bedroll, and I'm gonna be happy about it. Cause what? It's not like simple clothing and muted
Kalaki.
brown. It's not like the rest of us are naked. Like I'm whatever. So I have a bedroll. I have Wayfarer, and then I get to appearance and ancestry, and it's like, give them a name. And I'm like, why did I wait until now to do this?
No idea.
And so, and then I pulled up the whatever sheet that they were talking about.
You could fully be a singer right now. How is that even possible?
That was a whole separate, they were like, you can do it. It's a whole blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm not worried about it. I'm not doing it.
No.
So where are the Wayfarer? What do they look like?
I mean, it should just look like anybody because they're wayfarers.
Occupation, exile, or tourism may lead a person to live a life of traveling from one place to the next. You could be a traveling surgeon, reluctant to return home, a mercenary, or an early tide reader sent to gain insights from the shores. Whatever the reason,
Iriali.
the lifestyle of a perpetual traveler involves learning land and sea routes between major cities, remaining aware of bandit and pirate risk, and maintaining familiarity with mobile storm shelters. You think I'd have been better at it. You know what? If they just given me a second chance, I really could have done it the second time. But they wouldn't let me. What does this do? Oh, look at this! As a character with the Wayfarer expertise, you know how to read international map keys. You can find trustworthy currency exchange hubs in major cities, which can be used
Oh,
to
that's
switch out
useful.
dun spheres for infused ones. From your travels, you've learned basic greetings and a few cultural touchstones from the various nations.
Hmm.
Donde está el baño? Okay. Oh wait, oh, so there are no Wayfarer names.
It's because you could be any of them
I
and just a
know, but I
wayfarer.
just wanted someone to give me a name. I don't want these. That's a
How
lot
about
of apostrophes.
Arluno Rafayukuki?
No,
Yeah, I mean, Rock is a Kalaki.
I know, and they just call him Rock.
Yeah.
My name's gonna be what's that band? The Traveler.
Uh,
Blues Traveler. Blues Traveler is a rock band. What are the members of Blues Traveler? John Popper, Bobby
John
Sheehan,
Popper.
John
John
Kinchla, Brendan
John Popper.
Hill, or Tad Kinchla. Hey, they must be brothers. Oh, and Ben Wilson. I'm gonna be
John
Sheehan.
Popper.
No, shut your mouth. My name's not John. I'm gonna be
Hello, John.
Sheehan. Shut up. I'm Sheehan Popper.
Sheehan Popper. I like it.
Yeah, so just give me a second to.
Sheehan
Sheehan
Popper.
Popper. Oh, Ancestry. Is this where I put Wayfarer?
That's not ancestry, is it?
Uh,
It's cultural.
oh, it's either human or singer.
Yeah.
We're all humans, because no one's going to be a singer.
We're all humans down here.
Appearance. What the fuck is that? Notes? Oh, gender. Female. Age. Young. Height.
Ish.
Average. Weight. Fine. Size. Normal.
Medium?
I'm a average, normal, young, fine female named Sheehan Popper.
Hi, Sheehan.
Human, by the way.
I am your future leadership sprun. Are you ready for your life of leadership?
What's this? There's nothing here. Cultural. Why are there no pictures? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Next. Journaling your backstory. Your character had a life before they joined this caravan. Roll a d10 at least twice to generate prompts for you to journal about. These will help flesh out your character's backstory. You may answer as many of these prompts as you wish. There we go. D10.
1. 5.
5. For you, what is the most difficult thing about interacting with other people? How do you usually overcome problems in your relationships with people? I have so many tabs open. This is day 2.
The beginning of the interaction is the most difficult
Yeah.
part.
You
How do I
know
overcome them?
self.
By
The
leaving the
most
interaction.
difficult. Listen, shh. The most difficult thing to me about interacting with other people has got to be the other people. People suck. I don't like them, and I don't want to interact with them. Want to know how. Where did it go? What did I roll?
5.
5? For you, how do you usually. I want to know how I overcome problems with my relationship in my relationships with others. I fucking don't. I just run away like a little bitch, which is why I'm in this stupid caravan right now. Maybe Maybe I should have gone to therapy like my sister suggested. Alright. And another one. Roll a d20 at least twice. Wow. That is
Yes.
is that a 9?
I think
Yes,
it's a
it's a 9.
9.
Which cultural practices or family traditions do you hold dear? Which ones do you despise? But, you know what? I come from a long line of traveling fools.
But I never did like that anyone's welcome at my fire.
What?
Travelers, they welcome people to their fires.
Travelers? Who? What? Wayfarers?
No, nothing.
What is that from?
Nothing.
Oh. So I'll just blame my parents and keep on adventuring for now. Cool. Okay. Maybe I'll do... How long do you think part 3 will take? Ah, fuck it. Let's go.
No idea. I'm going to bed.
Oh, you're gonna go to bed? Okay, I'll go to bed too.
It's 11:22.
I
It's gonna be
know.
after midnight if you can start the next piece.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's only one more piece. When did I start? It doesn't matter. Okay. I need to go to bed too. I have to finish this wine. I'll play games on my phone. I have to stop streaming. Okay, bye. Come back for part 2 at some other point. Hopefully before I forget how part 3. Part 2 is gonna be part 3. Part this recording was part 1, which covered parts 1 and 2 of the adventure. The second video, which will be part 2 of, is gonna be part 3. I don't know. Okay, bye.